Hello and good evening once again. It's 6:26 p.m. Sunday, and I bring to you another weekly analysis. I'm very excited. I'm very excited because I found an asker. I don't know how to put that, but I found someone who asks. Because the previous weekly analysis I did, I made mention that I'm going to do a market commentary, but then nobody asked me, have I done it? So having experienced someone go through the whole video and listen to the details, the fine details I left in those videos, and asked me when I'm going to do, the market commentary, it put me on my toes and made sure I went to do a market commentary. It's about 1 hour. So for those who have been struggling with entry patterns, stop loss placements, take profit placements, this video or that video is for you. Just go through my video list. The video that was there, when did I post it? Hold on. Yes, I posted it yesterday, 6th June. So go to my video list, check 6th June, and then keep your eyes on that video. I gave a lot of gems. I spread a lot of information in that video. If you look into it well, you'll find a good entry pattern. I know what I left in that video. So if you've been struggling with entry patterns, please, that video is specifically for you. So yeah, I found an asker, and then I did the video specifically for him, but then I know there will be many people who would want to, a benefit off of that, so I don't mind sharing. But the video was done specifically for him. I finished the video and then I sent the link to him that, bro, this is for you because you're an asker. But let's get straight into it. I didn't come to teach about asking. Let's start with GBPUSD. Okay, so for GBPUSD, the daily time frame has confirmed the bias we should have. And then that bias is a bearish bias. So before this candle came all the way down, it's an engulfing candle, right? And then for GBP to do, let me check from this place. For GBP to do 120 pips in a day, right, then you should know that GBP really is trying to set the direction for the next trend that is going to go on. So 126 pips for Friday was enough to tell me that this particular market is going to go down for a certain period of time. And also take a look at the current candle close for GBPUSD on the daily time frame. The last candle, I've mentioned many times that the last candle, when it closes near the low of the day, that's if it's in a bearish scenario, when it closes near the low of the day, the next day's candle is likely going to open and tear down. I've mentioned this severally, you understand. It's either it's going to tear down or the Asian session is going to drive up, clear some liquidity or hit an order block and then come down. Anytime it closes near the low of the day in a bearish scenario, the next day is likely going to open and pull down. If it closes near the high of the day in a bullish scenario, the next candle is likely going to open and then go up. You understand? So let's check. Let's start from the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame. Okay, so this is price going up into this level, and then when we went on the daily time frame, it became clear to us why price went all the way up to this level. If you go on the 4-hour time frame, you see order blocks, and then order blocks are forms of resistance in the market. So when you see an order block, you know that there's a certain level of resistance here. You understand? So let's go back on the daily. emphasis is going to be on this particular place, because in my previous video I said a lot. Let's first mark out the high and then the low of this candle, and then let's go into the candle, but also let's put a marker here for when it broke structure, a shifted structure, market structure shift. I'm sure most traders are clear with what I'm saying here. Okay, let's go on the 4 hour. Let's go on the 2 hour. Okay, let's go back to the 4 hour. So for the 4 hour, you would see that there's a huge fair value gap here. And by the way, I'm not going to wait for market to come all the way up here again, because up in this level, because look at this particular candle. It's intentionally opened, waked up to touch this order block before going down. When you look at the lower time frame, you understand what I mean. So let's say 30 minutes or 15 minutes. You see, this is the candle. Enter this fair value gap, touch this order block on the higher time frame, and it continued going down. So I'm not looking for price to go all the way up here. I'll set my boundary for price over here. So this is my expectation. I'm expecting GBPUSD to open and go up into this level before going down. However, it may open, go down, and unplug this low. You understand? If it does that, then I'm going to wait for more clues, because I want to sell on a premium. I don't want to sell when the price is cheap, or else I'll not make a lot of money. You understand? I want to sell when the price is high, when it's in premium. So I'll wait for it to get to a premium level. If it does not, I'll just keep waiting till it gives me a premium level setup, and then I'll enter. So I'm waiting for the price action to do something like this. Open here, open, yeah, then do like this, then do like this, all the way to the down. As simple as that. So that's all for GBPUSD. Yes, then let's go to gold. Somebody say gold. I was happy with the price action gold gave me this week. I'm happy with it because last week was very, very good for me. Everything, or most of the things I look for price doing, happened. So I didn't spend a lot of time wondering, what's going to happen next, I just set my levels and then they follow through. So I made mention in my previous video that because of how these candles were respecting this level, I initially thought it was going to be a buy bias. That means prices shifting narrative. You understand? It's going to turn from this side and then continue going up. But I was mistaken, because when you come on the daily time frame, there's a fair value gap at this level, yes, this level. And when you go on the lower time frame again, you would see that there is an equal high at this high. So seeing markets come all the way to that high to clear it off and then retracing sharply back in, I had an indication that this is a liquidity sweep. So let's watch out. It's either market, and you see this candle too. Look at what this candle did. It came down, reached this level, and then retraced. You understand? When I'm looking at the candle, I'm looking at the wicks and then the bodies. They are telling me a story. Do you get what I'm saying? So for a candle like this, it went all the way up and then retraced. It shows that market was not really trying to go up. It just wanted to get to a point of interest, a sensitive point in the chart, then go back down to where it's initially intended to go. You get it? So when I saw this candle, I was like, oh, then that should be all. It's retracing back into it so that it loads more buys. And this candle too came. acted as if it was going to continue the run up, but then it went down. So let's go into detail why the market behaved how it behaved. So I marked this particular candle as an order block. Then I've mentioned why I did that so many times in the previous videos. Please go and watch. When you come on the daily time frame too, I marked this one as an order block. So you understand why I refined it, because in the bigger one you see the smaller one, and the smaller one was very, very accurate. This particular order block is called a breaker block. So I came on the lower time frame, 4 hour, identified where liquidity is. You can see this is a high, this is another high, they are relatively equal, and watch what is above it, a fair value gap. So I put my markers over there, and then fortunately for me, price came all the way up, mitigated this level, and then started going down. So what does that show me? That shows me that there's no more reason for price to climb all the way up and then come to even a level such as this level. I'm not expecting price to do something as such. Do you understand? Another way I measure the market is this. In the previous day, I take out the high and the low. So I mark out the high. Let's say this candle, high, low. So I do this. If I'm in a bearish scenario, I do this, and then the next day I expect price to do nothing other than come all the way down and take out this low and go some more pips lower. Do you understand? So this was bearish, it came all the way down. You understand? This is bullish. Sorry, this candle was bearish. This candle was a bearish candle, and then it opened. The next day's candle opened, went up small, came down, and then what? Stayed in the range of this candle. So the next day's candle, what's going to happen to it? Because you are expecting bearish buyers or a bearish scenario, when this candle opens, I'm looking for sells. I just wanted to sell and then break this low, because this is the low that was supposed to get broken before this candle decided to stay in the range. So this candle is the candle I'm looking at to come all the way down and then take out this low. Then it does that. Then my next day, I'm going to leave these ones over here and then wait for price to do what? To come all the way down. Price didn't come all the way down in this particular candle. In fact, it did. I remember this Thursday candle. It came down before it went up. Let's go on the lower time frame and see. Yes, it came down, swept the liquidity resting below that candle, and then went up all the way to this level before dropping down again. So for my current price action, I'm also targeting this fair value gap, and possibly the one here as well. For gold, it's almost always erratic, so I'm not going to depend on the one at the top there. If it taps into this level and I see price action giving me indications to sell, then that's what I'm going to do. Thank you. So now I'm expecting sales, more sales on gold. I'm expecting sales all the way to this level, 4,100. But for now, I'll just wait to see what gold does. BTC, hahaha, BTC got to 60k. I was telling everybody that, Charlie, BTC is waste now. You should remove your money from it now that you have the chance. And people didn't listen to me because I'm not the kind of trader they want to be listening to. And then they paid for it. They paid with their investments. So my speculation is BTC is going to go down again, possibly going below 59,098. Go below that level, clear that level small, maybe come all the way down and clear this low. You see this low over here? Let's put a mark over here and see. Yeah, let's see. It's even close. It will clear this level. So BTC to 58.8. Hey. Some wicked black mosquito week. Charlie, I forget. Forget, Charlie. 58.86k. I'm looking for BTC to reach this level. You bob. Then XAG, one of the wildest markets I've ever traded. In fact, my first day trading silver was my last day trading silver. I told myself, I'm not ready for this just yet. You understand? So as for silver, I'll wait a few more days to find a good setup. My reason is that silver has a great amount of volatility and then liquidity in the current market state. So a few pips can put a huge blow in your account. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm waiting for a good setup where I'll not have to risk a lot on silver. Then that'll be a good setup for me to enter. So yes, this is the restraint. This is the restraint I've set for price. Let's go on the daily and see what's going on. Okay. And then how about the 4 hour? Okay. So for the 4 hour too, I'm targeting this fair value gap. That'll be my basis for a sell. Fair value gap over here. Fair value gap over here. Price should come all the way here, mitigate this fair value gap and go down. It could also open, tear down before rising up to continue its run down. So that'll be all for today. Euro USD, I don't check this one. That'll be all for today. Thank you for tuning in, and also continue listening to the finer details that I've been leaving in these videos. Trust me, you can become a profitable trader just by listening to most of the content I've put out there, especially equilibrium and discount, equilibrium and premium, these 2 videos, and also the 4 elements you need to set up a trade. If you watch these videos, you gain a lot of insights. Thank you very much for tuning in. Good luck and good trading. See you same time next week. Gadoosh.